Hey there, today we're going to talk about the 6 basic kettlebell exercises. Which one should you be doing? Fear of missing out, you want to do them all. Let's get into it. My name's Chris. I've been doing kettlebells and functional movement exercises for several years now, and it's made a huge impact. I, today, 55 years old, feel better than I did when I turned 50. You get into your 50s, you're constantly fighting Father Time, and kettlebell is one of the best fix-its there is. Kettlebell club, steel mace, some functional movement. So when we talk about kettlebell exercises, let's first just name them off, the 6 basic exercises. Kettlebell swing, kettlebell clean, kettlebell snatch, clean and press, squat, and Turkish get-up. And what I found when I started out with kettlebell was, what am I missing? I had huge FOMO. When I'm doing one exercise, should I be doing the other one? Am I getting all the benefits that I need to get? I was like a chipmunk on chipmunk on sugar, running around just trying to figure it all out. So let's start with a couple of different things. First of all, you don't need to do them all. You certainly don't need to do them all every day or every week. Your program can build over time. Your program can adjust. You can do several cycles, several months, several whatever of one exercise, and then mix it out, switch out a different one. There's also a big it depends factor on what else is in your program. If you're working out every day and kettlebell is the only thing you're working out with, you can stack a lot more exercises together, or you can put a program together and hit one really hard for 3 months or 6 months and then rotate another one out. If you're doing kettlebells and you're doing clubs and you're doing steel mace, and maybe you're doing flow ropes or sandbags or calisthenics, or there's just so many things out there that can make your body move and feel good. That we're all different, and you got to do what works for you. When you do something and your body feels good, do more of it. When you do something and your body feels dinged up, sore, tight, not so good the next day, let's think about what else you could be doing instead. So when I started, I started out with kettlebell, and then I pretty quickly thereafter added club. So I was doing 2 things at the same time. I tried to always do a grind and a ballistic at the same time, or concurrently. And I didn't say what those are. Ballistic movements are movements with kettlebell where the momentum of the kettlebell is part of the movement. So when you do a swing, you swing the bell up, it holds for a minute, and then gravity starts pulling it down. And then at the end, you have to control the swing, and then you snap it back up. But there's a lot of momentum. The weight itself is kind of on a momentum arc. So swing and cleans, where you're coming up to here, and snatches, where you're going all the way overhead. Those are ballistic exercises. The other 3 are called grinds, and that's because you're not really, the kettlebell is just kind of dead weight, and it's grinding to get through the exercise. It grinds you up. And that's clean and press, because those presses are difficult. That's squats, because you're just holding the weight still and you're squatting, and that's Turkish get up. So the reality is, look at Pavel's writing, look at some of the bigger people out there. Mark Wildman talks about this a lot. If you're doing a swing program and a Turkish get-up program, or maybe a clean and press program and a Turkish get-up program, you're hitting just about everything there is to hit in your body. You're moving through different planes of motions. You are you're getting your hip snap, the whole thing. So you don't need to do all 6. Just doing 2, you're in the top 5%, top 1%. You're doing more than most people out there. So what I did as I was coming up, is I would pick 2 of them. I would try to do maybe, I think I did snatch and Turkish get up. Those were my first ones. Those were probably my 3rd round. I think I started with cleans and squats, and then I did swings and clean and press, and then I did snatch and Turkish get up. And I would do those for 3 months to 6 months. And then they each had their own little path as I was putting a program together. How many sets do you do of how many reps? You're going to add volume each week. You're going to add density as you get to the top of a volume cycle. You're going to try to add weight where you can, and sometimes I would run a heavy and a light of the same program. Sometimes I would just run one, and it was really, for me, it was kind of a listen to your body. But I did, every time I cycled off of one, I felt like I was missing something. Like, to me, snatch was everything. Snatch is so hard to do. It just is a brutal exercise. So I loved the idea of getting good at snatches. But when I was doing snatches all the time, I felt like just clean, like up to here, kind of did more for me in certain parts here than going all the way up. So I felt like I was missing something. And so I kind of went back and forth with a few of them. If you look at the program that I'm doing here in the background, I have over time turned this into a medley, and I kind of do all of them. I do some swings, I do some clean and press, which has a clean built into it. I do some snatches, and then I do some figure 8 pulling up, which is like a deadlift from the side, a deadlift with rotation in it. So I love that figure 8 up to clean, up to waiter's catch. There's just so many different things you can do. And then when you mix in kettlebells with clubs, which is a lot of shoulder stuff, and then with Mace, which is a lot of shoulder stuff, but also some different kind of functional movements. Best thing to do is just start. Pick up a kettlebell and do some swings, and then go from there. Try different things and let your body talk to you. What your body likes, do more of. Start light, build over time, and track your results. Make notes, use a journal. If you like it and it works, do more of it. I think we'll stop there. That gives us a good place. If this was helpful at all, please subscribe, please like, and please come back again. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Go get better.